Hey guys, welcome to another build tutorial. I'm NetherCloud, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to build this hanging gothic style cauldron. This was built for decoration in my netherwart farm, and I liked it so much I thought I'd show you guys how to put it together. So let's jump into it. We're going to use some temporary blocks, doesn't matter what blocks, to come up to where we want to start. And the way I like to start this build is with a hay bale. We're going to be placing a fire on top of it, so this will change the animation to make the smoke go up higher. And although the smoke will not go through, it does give some variation so that it's slightly different than the fires around it. This may or may not make a difference to you, so feel free to use another block if you don't think it is a dramatic enough effect. We're going to place a slab on the bottom, and then we're going to go around it alternating between gilded blackstone and blackstone slabs. The gilded blackstone gives the effect that we have embers from the fire causing the stone to heat up, and I think it makes it look very nice. We've got a nice shape going here, and we're going to continue outward by using a temporary block to get out to the corners, and then we're going to go around the outer edge, alternating between slabs, upside down stairs, and chiseled blocks. Now that the outer ring is completed, we can add some details, such as the buttons that are going to go on the chiseled blocks as we go around. Then we place the smooth blackstone walls on the bottom for the hangy points that we're going to use for our lighting fixtures, which we can now add. I like to vary the lengths of the chains to give a more organic look. And if you have this up very high, you can even add additional lanterns underneath with varying lengths of chains between the lanterns to give what I would call a string light effect. They don't exactly connect on the bottom, but when you're underneath or far away, it looks pretty good. Feel free to change this as you see fit and as is appropriate for your world. Now, the campfires can be placed at any point during the build, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now, but in your survival world, feel free to wait till the end, unless of course you like living dangerously. With those in place, we can add a little bit of detail to the edge by putting half slabs and pressure plates down, and this will have the effect of both adding shape and texture to the design, as well as spawn-proofing it. Since this is most likely going to end up in a slightly darker build, it's important that we don't have creepers dive bombing us from above while we're looking up at our gorgeous fixture. This completes the ring that holds the fire, and we're going to add lengths of chain on each of these chiseled blocks to come up to the point where we're going to start the next part of the build. I'm going to go up 3, which is exactly what it is over here, but feel free to stretch this out in your own world if you need it to be thicker or longer. I like where it is with 3 because it puts the fire just below it, which is where it would be to heat up the cauldron if it was actually functional. But not everything is functional in Minecraft. Especially my button pressing. Okay, let's get these chains in place. And now that we're up here, we can add the chiseled blocks on the upper part of the cauldron, as you can see them over here. You don't have to put buttons on all of your chiseled blocks. I just think it makes it look good, adds an extra element of depth, and generally just has an effect that rounds out the look of these nicely. In the survival build, you are probably going to go around in a circle instead of placing these individually, but it really doesn't matter what order you go in. So we're going to then place a ring of stairs between all of the chiseled blocks. And on the lower side, we're going to be placing a smaller ring of stairs. In survival, I would recommend placing ice first, because you're going to be filling it with water anyway, and the solid ice blocks allow you to place the stairs in a way that's much easier when you're in a survival world. We go back to our stairs, and look at that, how easy it is. We go all around. And lastly, we're going to place a half slab under the center block here. Now, for the center block, I would recommend either using a shroom light if you want the build to be lit up, or using soul sand if you want the build to have bubbles. But either way, underneath, you're going to grab your half slab of blackstone again and stick it on the underside so that we get that rounded effect just like on the bottom. And now we have the base of our cauldron. It does look a little plain though, so what we're going to do is give it the same treatment as below. We're going to put half slabs along the center bits on each side, and we're going to stick down pressure plates to make sure that this is spawn proof and has a little bit of texture. We are then going to go upward to link it to the ceiling. So this is essentially the last little bit, is placing these smooth stone walls and then using chains to go up to wherever your ceiling is. Now, how you attach it to the ceiling is up to you, of course. I do recommend using hoppers on the ends of the chains. And I like to personally use half slabs or upside down stairs around the hoppers to set them so they look like hooks coming out from up above the ceiling. I learned this trick watching Grian's channel, and I will always give credit to him because I absolutely adore it. I also toyed with the idea of replacing some of these chains with the smooth stone walls so that we can get the effect that we have on top and bottom in the middle, but I found that when you do it on all four sides, it makes it a little bulky. This decision is obviously up to you and how you want to make it look in your world, and if you do stretch it out, it'll probably look great. I hope you enjoyed this build tutorial, and if you guys did, please hit that like and subscribe button. It helps us out a lot, and I really appreciate all of the support that you guys have been showing. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.